And the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, even the biggest stars are not immune to the harsh realities of life. One such legend, Robert Mitchum, captivated audiences with his commanding presence and timeless performances. But behind the silver screen, Mitchum was faced with a devastating disease that presented him with an impossible choice. Join us as we delve into the shocking story of Robert Mitchum's horrifying disease and the heartbreaking decision he had to make. How did Robert Mitchum's disease force him into an impossible choice? Robert Charles Darman Mitchum was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut on August 6, 1917. His mom, Harriet Mitchum, was the daughter of a sea captain, and his dad, James Thomas Mitchum, worked in a shipyard and on railroads. When Robert was born, he had one elder sister. Sadly, Robert's dad passed away in an accident when he was very young, only 2 years old. At that time, his mom was pregnant and later gave birth to a baby boy. She got married again and had another daughter. As Robert grew up, he often caused trouble and got into mischief at school. He got kicked out of high school, so he traveled around the country and took various odd jobs to support himself. In 1936, he went to live with his sister in Long Beach, California. She suggested that he join the Players Guild of Long Beach. He started acting in their stage shows and even wrote plays that the guild performed. Robert Mitchum had a difficult time because he was stressed out from his job, and it caused him to have a breakdown. This made him decide to try to become an actor. For the next few years, he had small parts in movies where he usually played the bad guy. In 1944, he was in a suspenseful movie where he played a character named Fred Graham. It was the first time he acted in a film noir, a type of movie known for its dark and mysterious themes. The movie also had Dean Jagger and Kim Hunter in it. In 1946, he played a troubled and sensitive man who gets involved in his brother's problems in a movie. During the late 1940s, he was also part in other movies. When the 1950s started, he gave an emotional performance in a film noir thriller. He played a doctor named Dr. Jeff Cameron who takes care of a woman named Margot after she tries to kill herself, and they end up falling in love. In March 1955, Robert Mitchum and his wife Dorothy started a production company called DRM, Dorothy and Robert Mitchum. But the company didn't do very well, and only made 4 movies. In the late 1950s, he appeared in a series of movies, but none of them were big successes at the box office. However, things started to get better for him in the early 1960s. He starred in movies that not only did well financially, but also received praise from critics. In the earlier part of his career, he mostly played the bad guys in movies, but as he got older, he became more willing to try different kinds of roles. For example, in 1970, he played a kind-hearted schoolteacher named Charles Shaughnessy in a movie. Later on, he also started working in television and appeared in several TV movies and miniseries. He was a very hardworking man and continued to act even into his 70s. Robert Mitchum received the Best Actor Award from the National Board of Review for his performance in one of his movies in 1960. In 1991, he was given a Lifetime Achievement Award by the National Board of Review of Motion Pictures, and in 1992, he received the Cecil B. DeMille Award for the Golden Globe Awards. He got married to Dorothy Spence in March 1940, and they had 3 children together. Unfortunately, Robert Mitchum was not faithful to his wife and had many affairs during their marriage. Robert Mitchum's horrifying disease left him with an impossible choice. Mitchum, who smoked heavily throughout his life, passed away on July 1, 1997 in Santa Barbara, California. The cause of his death was related to lung cancer and emphysema, both of which are diseases caused by smoking. He was almost 80 years old, just 5 weeks short of his birthday. Instead of a traditional burial, his body was cremated and his ashes were scattered in the sea. And there you have it, the astonishing tale of Robert Mitchum's horrifying disease. Thank you for joining us on this gripping exploration of a Hollywood icon's tumultuous path.